God, me sick, me Reggaeville.
Reggaeville family, this is Reggae Jam 2022, and I have the great pleasure to have with me not one, not two, but three amazing gentlemen, singers, KushArt, fresh off the stage. How are you today?
Great, give thanks.
It's a blessing, man. Wonderful, wonderful. We enjoy it. A lot of joy was in it. A lot of love was in it, as a matter of fact.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And I mean, the stage was packed with musicians. Even the boss himself, Sheriff, played percussion on stage today. I mean, you have a very strong link with Reggae Jam Festival. You have played here several times. Also with the Silver Tones, you have been here. Please tell me a bit about the connection that you share with Reggae Jam Festival.
Ooh, well, the connection we share is like we have a lot of good music to share. So we have Silver Tones first to have togetherness with us, yeah. And then from that Silver Tone we come to KushArt, because KushArt was from the beginning, yeah. So we just started now, and Chef Reggae Jam invited us to be a part of the family, and we surely enjoyed it, and we put a lot of love in it to be here. And it was a family gathering. It's a family people, family, everybody was there to enjoy the family love of what we share, you know what I mean? Yeah.
The last time you played here in 2019, and I know that you have been very busy since then, and you have been very creative since then, because you've been working on new music and a new album, right? So would you please tell me a bit about the album that's coming up?
Yes, it is a combination of great vibration. Yes, there's one song on it, we call it
Thank you.
Yeah, for this I Thank You, which was a cover of what's her name?
Gila Park.
Yeah, Gil Park, yes. And but there's some great music on the album, you know, that we have put together over the years, you know. Some new and some from a long time ago that we have done and bring it to where it's at, you know. It's a beautiful package, you know.
So when can we expect the album to drop?
Yeah,
say
pretty soon, you know.
Pretty soon,
Yeah, we just put in
Near
the
future.
yeah, soon, very soon. We expect to be earlier, but because of delays of, let me say, but the corona, you know, corona, that was so stopped us from being already released, you know. So it's about by December, let's say, you know what I mean.
All right, so we definitely have something to look forward to. Of course, we're gonna hear some beautiful harmonies, vocal harmonies, instrument-wise and genre-wise, roots reggae, or what can the listeners expect? Reggaetation.
basically some roots reggae and mainly some love songs, you know.
One ska, I think a ska is on it
there's
as
a
well.
ska,
A ska is on it as well,
ska
yeah.
too, yeah, but it is mainly some love songs, you know.
And the title of the song is, the album is Reggaetation. So reggaetation means a lot of music, you know, included ska too, because the reggae, the ska and whatever, it can move on to other, you know, to genre. Yeah, man, so we gladly want to produce this album and present this album to the nation, so they can love it, grasp it with a lot of love.
Because spreading the love, you know. Yeah, spreading the love. So the album is full of love, you know. Yeah.
Just like today's performance, and of course you're pointing out the artwork already. We have the lion right here, spread the love. Tell me, this is the same line that Ruth Kiat, the artist, did for you guys, right? Please tell me a bit about her and her works and so forth.
Well,
This is also the album cover, right?
Yeah, this is the album cover.
She hiding.
she's a beautiful soul, you know. She's a beautiful. The amount of love that is went into the drawing of this thing, you know, you can feel it, you know.
You can see the love in it when you put in it, because it's so wonderful.
She's a family member. Yeah, deep family member. Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's good to have her on board.
Yeah, man.
It's good, you know.
We call her Jamaican, you know. She's a Jamaican, you know.
Yeah. Positive there, positive that, you know.
Yeah, man. And I mean, speaking of art, because you are well familiar not just with the art form of music, but you studied all at Edna Manley College, and you're also creating artworks yourself. Please tell us a bit, for those who don't know, what you do aside of music, as KushArt, literally art.
Yeah. Ceramics, painting, you name all the art we could produce. We have art form, paintings, and we have presently we have pendants,
souvenirs and things at the
T-shirts and all the stuff.
yeah, souvenirs at the
Merchandise is on this market right now.
And I mean, but you do sculptures as well, right?
Sculpture, yes, a lot of sculpture we did, man.
Ceramics,
you know.
We do make molds and thing and produce all the art forms, you know.
And
we
do leather
we do
work
craft,
too.
we do
Craft
craft work
as well.
too. So we do leather craft.
We make shoes, we make slippers, we make belt, anything from leather, everything. It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, you mentioned the pandemic already. You said due to Corona it was delayed and so forth. Did this, the fact that you create, that you build with your hands and stuff, did that also help you to kind of cope with the situation in a time where we cannot meet with people? Is this sort of a way to still express? Did it help you, the art?
In some ways it did, you know, because we don't work from home. And to get to where we work, we had some problem during the corona because of the what you would say now, the curfews that they had.
Restriction.
Yeah, and it was restricted. But we were able to do a lot of things, you know.
Once you're confined, when you're confined in your home, you know,
have to find something
you have to find something to do.
yeah.
And maybe it's, if I should say it was a good, I don't want to say it,
Some sense.
but it helped us to create, you know what I
There
mean?
was a lot of creativity took place. Writing, you know, we did some writing and reflect, you know. So it was good for meditation, you know. Yeah, get into yourself and analyze and, you
It
know.
was a blessing
Sense
to have it. I mean, I don't want to use it,
sense.
but it's in a sense, so to
Time,
speak,
you know,
but you
time
know,
that we
it
did.
helped us, you know.
Yeah, the time was good for us to do certain things, you know. Yeah.
We spoke of the music, and I mean, you formed the band in Trenchtown back in the days. Trenchtown is the birthplace of reggae music. So was that kind of mandatory to do music, or how was the upbringing like? How did music enter your life?
I guess it's a him-born thing, you know.
Really? You find that from a youth, from very tender age, you find yourself involved in the music, singing and doing things and listening to the artists that was so popular in Jamaica, you know, and that help to motivate you to, you know, get into it. And I think, as Tony said, it was inborn. It's like it born in you and the magnet just connect.
And there are
You know?
different ways of people how they create their songs in Jamaica. Some may create it. When I was born to be singing, I was born to do what I'm doing. So I continue doing what I'm doing to reach this far. You know what I mean? So the gathering together makes, because my love for the music drove in the people who must be with me. Yeah, and my two other brethren, it was a blessing to be here with me to make it materialize, you know, and it was a blessing. So I was singing in school, writing everything, and after leaving school, boom, music. I took music from my car. It was there in me to do it. I didn't push myself. It just happened. You know what I mean? And I guess my other two brethren, wow, they were there and in the other world, you know, in the other world. So it come to me, and they came to me with a love which I was looking for to be this way, to be on the stage. You know what I mean? So it was a pleasure meeting them as well, you know.
And I would add to that the environment in Jamaica, especially in the ghetto areas. Every time you go to bed hearing music and you wake up with music, so it is always around you. So it was easy to get
To discover. Yeah.
And as I said,
rural, because rural, I grew up in the country until about 12 years old, and there was a radio at home where you're listening all the music, because there was not much to do. Well, we do a lot of things in the country, you know, going to the bush and catch bird and all kind of stuff. We do that no more. Well, we love the bird them, you know, see them. So, the country vibes actually help to synchronize that energy. You know, listening to the radio, you know, and all the artists that were doing the songs, and that really helped create the motivation, you know.
Yeah, and that's a good thought you brought up on Barrington, because when I was growing up, I grew up in the country when I was, I don't know how old I was, about 1 or 2. And when I was growing up there, I was singing with the birds was giving me the harmony, the songs, all the different tones, and I grew from that. Even to this moment, I can remember how they were singing to me, and I used embrace it, you know, embrace it with all my love, and taken from there, boom, on the road. It never leave me, you know.
Yeah.
But what about family? Did your parents always agree with that?
Yes, my parents, my father, as a matter of fact, who I knew first, he brought me melodica, and brought my other brother a 5, take me to piano school, piano lesson after church. I went to piano, a virgin who play pianos, to do some piano lessons. From there, my father seemed like he noticed that I was there with the music, you know, and have it in me. So he presented me with those tools to work with, you know, and it was a blessing for me, I said, because even in school, when I went to my first school, elementary school, I learned music here, and I used to sing for my school as well. I sang for my school on big stages, and, you know, I don't remember the call it name, but I sang for my school, and I came second. "'Tis of a young sailor boy, crossing the sea, crossing the sea. 'Tis of a young sailor boy, oh, oh, little sailor boy." That was a solo, and this is a fourth. "Young Henry Morgan, the Admiral of Port Royal, casting of his cargoes at the half-moon beach, roaring for a cracker from to share it with the loyal and drink chow." You know what I mean? There are a lot of songs I used to sing in those days from my school.
For me, my grandfather used to blow a thing we call it mouth organ. And what usually happens is that we're living in the country. My mom lived in Kingston. For Christmas holiday, we always get a mouth organ. Me and my brother, it was 2 of us there at the time, and we always get a mouth organ. And I think it came from the fact that she remembered her father playing that she passed it on. And that was part of our growing up, you know, musically. Yeah.
I came through the same process like Barry there. My grandfather had one of those mouth organs too. He gave it to his son, and then I got it from his son, my uncle, you know. So we got a little music in the family too, you know. Yeah, but as we say, it was around us, so you couldn't help not getting a part of it or being a part of it, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's wonderful that it came from that early stage in your life, went right through to you now sitting here sharing it with us over here, spreading the love same way. Speaking of Jamaica, though, because we have an anniversary coming up, we are celebrating Jamaica 60, right? So how are you going to spend August 6th?
I don't know about that. I'm in Germany.
We'll be here, you know, so I don't know, we maybe get together with some friends and do a Jamaican thing.
Jamaican
party.
That
could be good. That would be good.
That is what I think we have in mind to do, you know? Yeah.
That's the spirit for the day.
Definitely, yeah, man.
But I must add, you know, the music never leave us. Never. It's always in us to go forward. Go. Because we have to go. Yeah. It's pushing us. I'm not pushing it. It's pushing us. Because it is in us to move on. Not we in it. It is in us. Yeah. You know what I mean? To move on. Yeah. So we got to do what it expresses us to do.
Yeah, it is satisfying expression.
An
expression is very satisfying. It helps to motivate you and energize you to get the thing in, you know, out. And
Because the energy is
you
good.
know,
The energy is
it's a whole lot of love. It's a whole lot of love. When you're in nature, somehow that's where the power of love is, within nature, because it's perfect. Yeah, you know, some people say they're not perfection, but they are perfection.
Of course they're
Yeah, the
perfect.
tree that grow out there with some mango, sweet mango, I consider that to be very perfect.
And love on the love,
Yeah,
love on the love is a perfection.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not nothing beyond that or above that. Love only, love. Stick on the same track. You can't come and fight. If you come and fight, something wrong. Love only, love. So perfection is good.
So we will hear the spirit of KushArt in the album coming up, Reggaetation. So look out for that coming up.
Look out for Reggaetation, song like.
But in the meantime, you have to give the people something, right? Yeah, like a piece of a cappella. All right?
Listen to the voice of Reggaetation, Reggaetation, calling to the nation. This generation must overcome temptation.
Yeah.
When it was just yesterday, when your son came home with a gun, I heard him say, son, thanks for this loot, well done. But oh, you wash your bloody clothes, stains still remain. How can you turn your nose while you're enjoying the game? You never get away. What goes around comes around. When at least you get your pay, what goes up comes down. So, listen to the voice of Reggaetation, Reggaetation, calling to the nation. This generation, Reggaeville, must overcome temptation.
Munchie, big up yourself.
Munchie, big up yourself. And thank you for it.
Big up yourself every time, man. Yes, I.
So very much. All the best for Reggaetation. Can't wait to hear you. Blessed love, KushArt.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man, thank you.
Me mad, me sick, me Reggaeville.